My thoughts for a better world are rooted in love. It starts with a fundamental love of life, not just existence or survival, but life. When you love life itself, you increase the vitality of the environment. We seem to have slipped into this survival mentality, which is literally sucking the life out of the world. People dread going to work. They hate to go home because they're miserable there as well, and they're stuck in mundane existences. But that can all be reversed by love. There are so many relationships, even marriages, without love. We're attracted to people for what they have or what they know or what they can do or give. But there's no common interests. There's no shared goals. People start to treat each other like resources that can be bought, that can be sold, that can be used and then discarded. We simply don't value each other enough. And just like resources, people become depleted. They become drained and feel hopeless and helpless and burnt out. They don't know what to do. And all they need is love. Because love cannot be depleted. It's endless. It's timeless. It bears all things. And when we love life, we perpetuate living, thriving, flourishing, sustaining. And it starts with loving yourself. And the first step to loving yourself is self-awareness. You've got to know who you are. You got to know what you want, not what your parents say, not what your friends say, not even what the church says. You've got to identify the person who God created you to be and love that person. And once you have become your most genuine self, then you can build genuine relationships at home and at work and everywhere you go. You will spread love. When love is your motivation, your entire life is better. People who are driven by obligation or fear or convenience are always going to underperform. Steve Jobs once said that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Imagine how many of the world's problems would be eliminated if more people were motivated by love. Today, all we see in headlines are hatred. We see hatred. We see violence. We see turmoil everywhere. But hate is overrated. There's a misconception that hate is the opposite of love. That's not true. Hate is actually the opponents of love. Love is far too powerful to have an opposite. But the problem is that a lot of people hate others more than they love themselves, and they give all of the attention to the hate. That's kind of like turning on the heat in the house and then choosing to stand outside and freeze to death. Love is the house. And no matter what's going on in the world, no matter how bad it is, no matter how much violence there is, no matter how much hatred there is, no matter what's going wrong, you have the power to decide to live inside the house of love.